Hey guys, Caleb Tennant here. We're out here at Cahuilla Creek testing the new 2026 YZ450F with MotoOnline. It's been an epic day so far, and we're going to break down this new bike. So getting on the bike, I was really impressed. I mean, every year I've got to test each new bike and they've made improvements every year. I feel like this year they made a major jump. It came to throttle control, came to how the power delivery was on the bike, the feel, the balance of the bike, the suspension, everything seems to work together way better on this bike compared to the previous model that I had felt. I think from every level rider, from someone who's a bit more of a beginner on a 450, all the way to an advanced rider, it is such an easy bike to ride and so predictable. I think that's a huge characteristic to have on a 450F. So this 2026 model, they try to make the bike a little bit more smoother and more predictable, especially with the power delivery. And it feels like you're very connected to the back wheel. You can really feel the power delivery when you get on the gas. So you can really trust what the bike is doing. It is a lot smoother. I felt like the 2025 has a little bit more hit off the bottom, which not many people are looking for on a 450 anyway. But I'd say for 95% of riders, this will be a lot more comfortable and more predictable with the power. So I really enjoyed this, and I could ride this bike a little bit more like a 250. Also with the new intake and with the new muffler they have on this bike, it's quieting the bike down a lot, so there's less sound and less vibration on the bike too. So it's added a lot of controllability to the bike. They have a new intake and a new muffler on the bike, which has made the bike sound a lot. It actually took a lot of the sound away. But also made the bike a lot more smooth and controllable. And then also they've gone to the hydraulic clutch, which I really like. I feel like the hydraulic clutch, it's very consistent throughout your motos. When the clutch gets hot, it never fades, and it's less jumpy, so you can really feel your clutch control through the corners, and it engages a lot sooner too. So you're not having to pull the clutch in and out so much. So especially with this 450 with so much power, you don't want to be riding your clutch hard. You just want to be able to have that very smooth delivery with the clutch. So I really like that addition with the new hydraulic clutch that they've added. So with the 2026 model, they've added a whole new rear shock. It's got a whole new base valve, and they've really copied that from their factory bikes. So it's a lot more similar to what the factory bike shocks were, which makes a massive difference. I could feel over the braking bumps, it was a lot more planted. It wouldn't jump around as much. So the bike just felt really planted all around, and I think that was a great addition with the rear shock. And then they have updated front fork settings. So overall, I never even made any adjustments through the day. We set my sag, kickers stayed where they were, and I was overall really happy with how the suspension worked. So Yamaha were the first ones to come out with a power tuner app. It makes things so simple to change how you want to adjust the bike depending on your riding style. You have two maps in your handlebars. So there was a standard map that the bike came out with, and they had their second map is something that Travis Preston had come up with. I preferred his map more. It was a little bit more aggressive, got a little bit more out the bike, but you can change this on your app at any time. The standard map's always at 0, so it's nothing wrong with playing around, trying some different maps. If you don't like something, you go back to 0. So it's been an awesome day out here shooting for MotoOnline here at Cahuilla for the Yamaha 450F 2026. Really happy with the overall changes they made on the bike. They keep listening to the riders and upgrading things, and I think they're really taken in touch of what everyone's been feeling and what they're looking out for 450. And they've made it a really user-friendly bike from beginners to experts, and you can adjust this bike to how you want it, and I think there's no one that could really complain of what they've done. Everything is very much positives. So I'm really stoked with how Yamaha have upgraded these things, and really stoked we got to test this out.